Greetings, South Africans. On behalf of South African Black Women in Law, I am Vuk'uzenzele in my capacity as the president. Allow me to say Happy Women's Day and Igama lamakhosikazi malibongwe. It comes at the time where we have just entered into the Women's Month. It is a time where we not only celebrate but also reflect both on our accomplishments and the challenges that we have faced in fighting for women's empowerment and also gender equality. While it is necessary to recognize the country's democratic development, it is becoming increasingly critical to guarantee that women and girls see themselves reflected in our leaders. In the words of Molime Cook, and I quote, "Women should be celebrated every day. It doesn't just honor iconic women who have changed history, but encourages the new generation to dream big and know that anything is possible." South African Black Women in Law is an international consciousness movement that celebrates South Africa, blacks, women, and law. We are founded upon dignity, equality, and freedom infused in the philosophies of Ubuntu and Zenzele. The respect is integral to our core, and it is the epitome of what we are about today. SABWiL specifically lauds the doctrine of Ubuntu, I am because you are, together with the concept of Zenzele, which aims to uplift people to take power and to do it for themselves. It holds the notion that the way we are able to truly transform, especially in the legal landscape, is through consciousness. The consciousness that leads to opportunities, which is the gateway to equality, dignity, and freedom. By this, it has implemented programs to circumvent the lack of basic skills such as SABWiL Human Rights Court, in short SHRC, which has been able to actualize human rights issues and create consciousness around varying topics. This is where the participants are required to draft heads of arguments and litigate them in front of the justices in the Constitutional Court yearly in December. We also have SABWiL Shadowing, a program where law students shadows a practicing attorney or advocate for 3 days in order to gain insight on the nature of practice of law. We also have arbitration training at an international level with the New Law College, Pune in India, in which we addressed aspiring arbitrators on the impact of the South African Constitution on domestic and international arbitration. We have a collaboration with a few in the country, such as Herbert Smith Free Hills, that also deals with arbitration In Ms. Mabasa's speech, based on the survey on transformation in the legal profession done and released by the Center for Applied Legal Studies in 2014, she said the report revealed that Black women treated differently and that they received double prejudice because they are women and they are Black. Ms. Mabasa said Black women often face challenges of presumed incompetency, and that as a result, they have to work harder than the white counterparts, as well as harder than men, in order to prove themselves. She added that for Black women, it was even harder as they also had to deal with the issue of motherhood, which requires them to take some time off work, which leaves them behind. She said a particular kind of intervention was needed to deal with this kind of harm. As South African Black Women in Law, we have collaborated with Mutwening Bill attorneys to bring a women empowerment event that focuses on embracing resilience while unveiling your professional journey, in celebration of 100 years of women in the legal practice. This is where we will encourage women to take up space while prioritizing healing. We understand that it is not a once-off thing to try and encourage our fellow women in practice and in general, but we are heading towards the direction where women will eventually take up space. SABWiL has also identified the gap on the topic of financial literacy, and as a result, she, together with Standard Bank, hosted a financial literacy maestro class that aims to empower our members on financial literacy. Moreover, wealth creation. In the light of the doctrine of Ubuntu, I am because you are, SABWiL believes that if we are financially equipped, we are able to utilize our resources to better transform the legal landscape. We also, in association with KPMG and Control Risk, hosted various technology-assisted reviews, in short, TAR, interactive workshops, which were attended by practicing advocates and law students to ensure that they are better equipped in dealing with electronic evidence in our courts. We also have a wing in South African Black Women in Law that is called Law and Life Matters, hereinafter referred to as the podcast. And its desires is to bridge the legal education gap that is prevalent in our society. With a special focus on the Bill of Rights, the aim is to discuss legal issues using hypothetical scenarios and some creativity, i.e. poetry, thus making the law a normal and everyday conversation. We conduct community outreach projects each and every year. As Kathy Kelvin would say, giving is not just about making a donation, it is about making a difference. We have a community outreach coming up in September. It is a stationary drive. For more information, you can simply visit all our social media platforms. On LinkedIn, we are SABWiL. On Facebook, we are SABWiL. And also on Instagram, we are SABWiL. You can just search there and you shall find us. Everything is posted there, the details about the poster. Of all that SABWiL has achieved, she comes across as a consciousness movement that is only getting started. She continues to contribute to changing landscape of our country so that we may all have equal opportunities. Undoubtedly, the future of SABWiL is forged in the hearts of those who contribute to and through her. Vuk'uzenzele, Ubuntu, South African Black Women in Law. Igama lamakhosikazi manje.